Get down here to class, 1232 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware.
Shalom, Lord Christ, to my brothers and sisters, man. Y'all need to come down to 1232 North King Street, where the truth resides, man. Isupk, Delaware. We definitely representing doing some big things.
Right? 202 North DuPont Boulevard in Smyrna, Delaware.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Come and be a part of this rising thing that we got going on here in Delaware.
I hear everybody claiming that they love the Lord and love God and all that. Well, get in here and show it. You know what I mean? The scriptures say faith without works is dead. So if you ain't doing nothing, your faith is dead. So get up and do something. What you need to do is get your ass up and get in the class. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing else. You're sitting home wasting time. Everything is going on around you, and you don't know how to compartmentalize these things. You understand? I'm on my way to class right now, like you should be. You know what I'm saying? Class don't stop for nothing.
I'ma keep it 55th straight. Shout out Isupk.
Let's go ahead.
His watchmen are blind.
His watchmen are what?
Blind.
His watchmen are what?
Blind.
That's what need to be happening. There need to be more black women loving their husbands.
Religion, if you serve any religion, you're serving another God. The word religlia is the Latin word that means to separate or divide. That's the root word of the word religion. Now, if you serve any religion that's not in the Bible, you're serving another God. There's no religion in the Bible.
That nonsense. And that's why he raising up his priests and prophets here in the Isupk. Shout out Isupk. Classes all week, 7, 5, 9 p.m. The brothers dropping that knowledge. Get in class. No excuses. Don't see no motherfucking customer.
Isupk, Delaware, Sabbath service. Last week we left off on Spock, what we did with that last week?
22.
Actually 22.
We was actually, yeah.
What was the part of the story?
We was talking about women, you know, how they married.
Bro, yeah. So
big deep topic, man. We was going in.
So as we do the Sabbath service, we read straight through the Bible from Genesis to Revelations. You know what I'm saying? We get a chance to learn what the Bible says. We read it 7 verses in Hebrew, 7 verses in English. You know what I mean? So we get translated. You know what I mean? This is a very, very heavy class, very important class. Everything that's in the Sabbath service is stuff that we need to discuss. You know what I mean? It's treated as a holy Sabbath because it is. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a holy convocation. So with that being said, it's Rev. We'll get into it. So,
Laya Sha'ala.
Laya Sha'ala.
That'll work for the day. So
All right, Abijah, which means to stand. We're going to send up the Lord's prayers. We'll point your hop with them, which means turn to face the east. We're going to start with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Balakwa.
Balakwa.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazayah.
Ratazayah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathanawa.
Nathanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Kal.
Kal.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaklanau.
Wasalaklanau.
Kabawathanau.
Kabawathanau.
Kasalaknau.
Kasalaknau.
Kabawathianau.
Kabawathanau.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Kabiya'anau.
Kabiya'anau.
Banasaya 1.
Banasaya 1.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashanau.
Hawashanau.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Right.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wa'akapara.
Wa'akapara.
Wa'awalamya.
Wa'awalamya.
Amen.
Amen. In English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our
As
debts.
we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. This is the prayer for the power. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Baba Kasha.
Baba Kasha.
Latananawa.
Latananawa.
Haka.
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 Lara Pa'ah.
Lara Pa'ah.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Wakal Matawa.
Wakal Matawa.
Haka.
Haka.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazariah.
Hamatazariah.
Haka.
Haka.
Lahaki.
Lahaki.
Amati.
Amati.
Haka.
Haka.
Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Wada Aman.
Wada Aman. In English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. All right, to pray to bless Israel. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Waya Sha'ala.
Waya Sha'ala.
Wahabayaf Sapari.
Wahabayaf Sapari.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
The Wada Aman.
The Wada Aman. In English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. All right, this is Psalms 121. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahari.
Ahahari.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Aizari.
Azari.
Aizari.
Azari.
Ma'ain.
Ma'ain.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayam.
Shemayam.
Wa'arataza.
Wa'arataza.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regal.
Regal.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamark.
Shamark.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamark.
Shamark.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazal.
Tazal.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yam Yanka.
Yam Yanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ayakak.
La'ayakak.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yasamark.
Yashamark.
Makal Rad.
Makal Ra.
Yasamar.
Yashamar.
Afna Pashta.
After the Pasha.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yasamar.
Yashamar.
Taza Afka.
Taza Afka.
Waba Wa'aka.
Waba Wa'aka.
Ma'aita.
Ma'aita.
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai.
Our lung.
Our love in English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From which cometh my help.
From which cometh my help.
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help comes from the Lord,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth Israel
He that keepeth
shall
Israel
not slumber.
shall not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade
Upon thy right hand.
upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. All right, Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Damayelaka.
Al Damayelaka.
Al Thakarash.
Al Thakarash.
Wa Al Tashakwat.
Wa al Tashakwat.
Al Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awa Yabyaka.
Awa Yabyaka.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al Imaka.
Al Imaka.
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayata.
Wayata.
Yawa Yaslaki. Ya'i Tazawa.
Ya'i Tazawa.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Amara.
Amara.
The Kawa.
The Kawa.
Wanakaki.
Wanakaki.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala Ayasakar.
Wala Ayasakar.
Samya Sha'ala.
Samya Sha'ala.
I would die.
I would die.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa I Tazawa.
Now what I Tazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakagwa.
Yakagwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Baya.
Baya.
Yakarafwa.
Yakarafwa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Ida Wam.
Ida Wam.
Wayasimi Alya.
Wayashimi Alya.
Mawa Abba.
Mawa Abba.
Hagaria.
Hagaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa I'm a one.
Wa I'm a one.
Wa I'm a lot.
Wa I'm a lot.
Palasha.
Palasha.
I'm Yeshabya.
I'm Yeshabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamasha War.
Gamasha War.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Sarawai.
Sarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadyan.
Kamadyan.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kayabyan.
Kayab.
Banakar.
Banakar.
Kayashwan.
Kayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adam.
La Adama.
Sayatamwa.
Sayatamwa.
Nadayamawa.
Nadayamawa.
Ka'arab.
Ka'arab.
Wakazaba.
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 Wakatazamanai.
Wakatazalmanai.
Kal Nasiyakamwa.
Kal Nasiyakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amara.
Amara.
Nayarasha.
Nayarasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Sayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagagali.
Kagagali.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Rakah.
Lapanya Rakah.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Saba Ira ya Ira.
Saba Ira ya Ira.
Wakalaba.
Wakalaba.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Taradatma.
Taradatma.
Masa Ira.
Masa Ira.
Wabasawa Pafta.
Wabasawa Pafta.
Saba Halam.
Saba Halam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Waya Bakwashwa.
Waya Bakwashwa.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Waya Bahawa.
Waya Bahawa.
Aya Ai.
Ai.
Waya Kapara.
Waya Kapara.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya Da'aiwa.
Waya Da'aiwa.
Kaya Ata.
Kaya Ata.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Alayawan.
Alayawan.
Al.
Cow.
Cow. Ha'arataza.
Ha'arataza. In English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
And hold not thy peace.
And hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
Be not still.
O my power.
O my power.
For lo, thine enemies.
Thine enemies.
Make a tumble.
Make a tumble.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up their head.
Have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
And
let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
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 May be no more remembrance.
May be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against
They are confederate against thee.
the tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The Ishmaelites.
Moab.
Hagarenes.
Gabal.
Ammon. Amalek.
The
Philistines.
With
their inhabitants of Tyre.
With their inhabitants of Tyre.
Moab. Salaki. Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah. Doing to them. As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kishon.
At the brook of Kishon.
Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a red.
And like Ze'ed.
And like Ze'ed.
Yea. All their princes. As Sabbath.
As Sabbath.
And as Zalmunna.
And as Zalmunna.
Who said.
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh.
The houses of Yahweh.
In possession.
In possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
As a stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth for wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame set up the mountains on fire.
And as the flame set up the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble forever.
In trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That they may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
So, turn. Right. Shot it. So you see it.
And right. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Man.
What the curses, the
The blessings, yeah.
Yeah, man, that John. That's a rough one.
Oh. See,
What?
I knew that was gonna pop, man. Yeah,
Oh, that's the first one.
yeah, that's the first one.
All right, man.
You ain't gonna get me again.
last week. Exodus 22 and 22 and 16. 22 and 16.
We was at 22, and get this shit real quick. 22. We starting at Let me get it up real quick. Salakia. We starting at 22 and 22.
What is tonight?
You know what? You got it. I got it on my pad too.
All right. 22 and 16.
We started last week. Was at 22 and 16. This week we at 22 and starting at 22 and 22. You know what I mean? Just to so we can be on point with because if we start at 23, kind of cutting off, so I'm just gonna start at 22.
All right, you got it.
Kind of Macan. So like it. Maybe I don't. I forgot you used it. Slack it. All right. It's hot up this joint. Wait. All right, so I'm gonna start at Exodus chapter 22 and verse 22, and I'm gonna be reading in the Hebrew 7 verses. All right. So I'm stopping at 28, I believe. All right, so this is Exodus 22 and 22. Aina fa ana athawa kaya taza akwa ya taza akwa alaya shamai ashamai taza I kwathawa. Verse 23. Wakara apaya wahara gathaya thakam bakarab wahayawa nasha ya kama alamana thawa. I mean, so like it. I'm Allah mana watha wabana yakam yatha ma yum. 24. Kasap thalawa Imaya, Ath, Ha'ainaya, Amak, La'a, Thahaya, Lawa, Kana Sha, La'a, Thashaya, Mawan, I Layawa, Nashak. Verse 25.
You should be following along in the Hebrew. And if you're not following along in the Hebrew, you should be going in the Hebrew class on Friday.
Come on, sir. Amma, Kabbalah, Thakabbalah, Shalamath, Ra'ika, Aid, Ba'a, Hashamash, Tha Shaya Banawa, Lawa, 26. Kaya, Hawa'a, Ka Sawatha, Labada, Hawa'a, Shamala Thawa, La'irawa, Bama, Yashakab, Wahaya, Kaya, Yataza Aikwa. That's a nice name. Yataza Aikwa. Ilaya, Wamana, that's like it. Lasha Ma'aithaya, Kaya, Kayawan, Anaya. 27. Alahayam, La'a, Thakwalal, Wa Nashaya'a, Ba'ai Mak, La'a, Tha'ar. Verse 28. Mala'a Thak, Wada Ma'aika, La'a, Tha'a Kara, Ta'akar, Bakawar, Banayak, Thathan, Laya. No saying Christ, man. We get in there, man.
Hebrew ain't no joke. Hey,
Hebrew ain't no joke. No saying Christ. Give us a quick shout out to the folks that's in the chat real quick. UPK Delaware, okay. Who's that checking in? Shalom, bro. Officer Thashiyam checking in. All right. Shout out Thashiyam. Shalom, Yahweh. Bashim Yahshua Brakathum. We got Trooper Nahoya checking in. I mean, Shalah Shamar Alatham Bashim Yahshua. We got Just Starting Paint. You know what I mean?
Yo, sis.
What's going on, sis? All right. So we all up in there. And I mean, shout out to we got 8 folks in there. Not everybody checked in, but you know, shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? That's watching the class, man. This is an important class, like Captain like Salakius. Like Officer Knock just said, man. You know what I'm saying? This important class, you know, because a lot of people we in this class, we in this truth, and it's important that we know this law, man. Right. You know what I mean? Because like the title says, the law is what's going to really unite us. You know what I mean? This is what we need. Ain't no Snoop Dogg coming out and saying, hey man, tie y'all flags together. You know what I mean? Ain't no Bishop T.D. Jakes saying, man, we need to come together in Jesus' name. You know what I mean? We need to come together under this law. You know what I mean? Because the law is what really is going to fix and help unite our people forever. Right. Like it ain't going to be no temporary solution. It ain't going to be just for a moment. And the next thing you know, as soon as the drugs is wiped out on your street, you want to go wipe out another block. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's going to be within us and built within us that we're going to give to our children's children. You know what I'm saying?
If I could add, everybody knows what sin is.
Right.
Everybody, the whole earth knows what a sin is. You know what I mean? Only way to not sin is to learn the law.
Kind of what kind?
It's to learn what not to transgress.
Right.
Because the sin is a transgression of the law.
Right.
So if you were to break a law, then by definition you are sinning. You know what I mean? So we read the law, we digging into the law to learn how to not sin, how to be better people.
Right.
That's the whole point of everything. That's the whole point of what we do. That's definitely the point of this class.
That's right.
Digging into the law and learning more about it, breaking it down, and getting a better understanding of what the the Lord tried to say to us.
Right, kind. So if I may, sir, because the church is going to put a whole, like, the whole mysticism on being perfect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The law is what's going to show you that dang, you can be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because the Christian church is going to tell you that only Christ can be perfect. Only Jesus can be perfect, that you can't be.
Christ said, "Be ye perfect."
For what? For I am perfect. You know what I mean? So like we gotta if we supposed to pick up our cross and follow him and do as he did, then part of it is being perfect, man. And that's all we're trying to show our people is right here in this law, man. You already keep the law for the most part, you know what I mean? Because you it's in your makeup to do certain things and not treat people a certain type of way. For some of us, you know, some of us they we got some wicked people that's in our family, you know what I mean? That's within that 12 tribes that can care less about their brother. They care more about themselves, you know what I'm saying? But it's to their destruction. And what we try and do is teach them that the only way that we're going to make is together as one. We can't do that just because I'm doing well, I got to forget about my brother, because that's what the Christian church teaches, man. You know what I mean? Listen, man, I got it. I got the money. You know what I'm saying? You need to do what I did to get this bag. You know what I mean? Come on, sir.
If I could add, as we saw in the thumbnail, a lot of people try to come together some kind of way, whether it be under a Christian band, whether it be under a extreme brotherhood when it comes to gang affiliation, extreme sisterhood when it comes to lesbianism. You know what I'm saying? We all try to come together.
Right.
But there's only one right way to do it.
Right.
And that's what we learned today.
Damn right.
The right way to come together.
That's
because
right.
we going to come together.
Yeah.
We're going to click up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to form teams and squads and groups,
right,
clans and posses. But the only way to do it is under the Most High Christ.
Damn right. Damn right. Most High Christ. So let's get right into it, man. I'm going to go ahead and start it off. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 22. Ash, you ready? All right, go ahead and knock that up.
Exodus chapter 22 and verse 22. You should not afflict any widow or fatherless child.
Right.
So last week we left off with
strangers, and
yeah, the strangers.
We also talked about the sex and marriage
last week, and so he's into the law of the woman, right?
Right.
What last week was the law of the woman.
Right.
So, go ahead, Josh.
Verse 23.
Verse 22.
Verse 22. You should not afflict any widow or fatherless child.
Oh. Right. You shouldn't afflict any widow or motherless. Salakia. Motherless. I'm thinking about the daggone song. Thinking should not afflict any widow or fatherless child.
All right. So a widow is these people that lost a man in their life.
Right.
The people that lost the man to guide them. You feel what I'm saying? So if a woman was to lose her husband, you know what I'm saying, or a child lost his father, you know what I'm saying? You don't give them any more trouble. You know what I'm saying? Living that life. They already in hell.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? If a woman lost her guidance, you feel what I'm saying? She's now a widow is more like a woman who has no direction.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? A woman who lost her head, like the head is
right.
You know what I'm saying? So now when you got a woman who's in that position, more affliction just makes her life more hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't put hell on that person.
Come
or a child who lost his father, you feel what I'm saying? And he lost a man in his life, or she lost a man in her life. The person that was dedicated to making sure they survive.
Right.
The person that was dedicated to making sure they make it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you put more hell on them, you feel what I'm saying? It just makes their life more confusing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a law on us not to make that person more afflicted or put more hell on them. You know what I'm saying? Or trouble them more.
And that's what our oppressor does.
Absolutely.
That's what our oppressor does. Our oppressor afflicts the widow. Our oppressor afflicts the fatherless. You see what I'm saying? And what this next verse is so heavy. Go ahead, sir.
Our oppressor makes
makes
fatherless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if a man is doing life, it's no different than him
being afflicted.
Being dead.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Or if a man has to be put out the home, if you gotta move your stuff out the house when welfare comes.
Welfare come, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's afflicting.
That's definitely afflicting.
That's traumatic.
Like, that's like it, sir, if I may. That's so crazy, because the fact of the matter is, you are really saying to people that's poor, well, get rid of the dude.
Right. And
get rid of your strength.
And I give you more benefits.
You know what I'm saying? And ain't no woman really gonna let go of her strength. You know what I mean? She got to hide him in the closet. She got to put him out. She got to make sure ain't no pictures around. She got to make sure his boots ain't around when they come and check, because that's what they looking for.
Right.
Let me see if there's any stench of a dude up in this place.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, damn, man, like why can't you just be like, you know what? He went to jail.
Mm-hmm.
We afflicted him. He can't get a job. So, you know, we understand that, you know, you guys are in a predicament. Hey, we're going to help you.
Right.
No, they say, get him out the house. Afflict him even more.
And even if you find that one person or that one social worker that's like, don't worry about it.
Right.
She knows she's doing something wrong.
Right.
She feels it in her body that she's doing something wrong. Because the higher ups, the oppressor, wants you to be destroyed.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So to want that type of lifestyle is counterproductive.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And our sisters go through it every day, time in and time out.
Right.
Because they want to live the lifestyle where they're supported by the government. But it causes you to be, I want to say interdependent. It causes you to be dependent on the government, and he becomes your daddy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The white man, so like our oppressor becomes your daddy.
Yeah. No, I was saying oppressor.
All right, so lock in. We done on that. You got it.
Verse 23. If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry.
That's the most high.
That is heavy.
So that's the most, because that prayer means a lot. That prayer, like a cry up, is a prayer. So when you cry up to the Most High because somebody afflicted you, because you don't have no father or you don't have no wife, the Lord takes heed to that prayer. You know what I'm saying? He deals with that wisely. You know what I mean?
That is definitely heavy, man. And it says in any wise. You see what I'm saying? Any way. You know what I mean? That means he cares that much for the widow and the fatherless. You know what I mean? That he don't care about your situation. He don't care, man. You might be in sin. You know what I mean? You might be living a certain type of way. But he cares about you so much that he understands that part of the reason why you're doing some of the things you're doing is because of the oppression that's been put on you. You know what I mean?
If you was the one that was afflicted, you know what I mean? That show you how much power you have to change your situation. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no father, or you're a woman that lost her husband, you know what I'm saying? The Lord listens to you. The Lord's gonna take care of you. All you gotta do is want the right things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And as long as we want the right things, hey, it's Robert Carr.
What up?
Shalom, Lord Christ.
Come on, you got me on point, man. Oh, you heard him? All right, man. You know what I mean?
I know it was because I just checked the door.
Yo.
Okay, all right. All right. So but anyway, I gotta lost my point.
Cat crazy.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so if you a sister or a child lost his father, you know what I'm saying, you have the power of the Most High on your side. You know what I'm saying? Just learn how to use it, learn how to do the right thing with it.
Verse 24.
No, you try. I'll bring that later.
Okay, verse 24. And my wrath shall wax hot.
Show what?
Wax hot.
Show what?
Wax hot.
You're gonna burn the hell out you with that wrath. You know what I mean? So you gotta be careful with what you say to people. Now, affliction, remember the Lord said afflict these people in any wise. You know what I'm saying? So any type of affliction that you give a person who's lost their father or lost their husband, any type of affliction, the Lord gonna wax hot on you.
I got a question.
Good.
Okay. So, for example, my rib, she lost her dad, right? But if I get another rib, is that afflicting my rib?
No, because it's lawful.
But it's hell for her.
But it's lawful.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, afflict is like I'm thinking atonement. But go ahead.
Like you're not diminishing anything from her. You know what I'm saying? So you're still in her life.
If I could,
you know what I'm saying? So like,
if I could, you know how we go through the Day of Atonement, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you afflict your spirit, you afflict yourself. Right. It's the things that you desire, the things that you want. You know what I'm saying? But it's not technically expedient.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like you want a sandwich. You're not breaking the law about getting a sandwich. You feel what I'm saying? Like she wants you to not have it.
Right.
And she's not breaking the law about wanting you to not have it. But you can, according to the Most High. So you're doing the righteous thing. And she has to be afflicted righteously as well.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? That's a righteous affliction or affliction. Whereas
Right.
opposed if you was chastising her for losing the father, you know what I'm saying, you was giving her hell, you know what I mean, for not having that man. Like you trying to make her grow, be better.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Now granted, she might not like it, you feel what I'm saying, but she's learning how to be humble.
Right.
She's learning how to share and not have a ruling seat in your relationship.
Right.
You gotta fall back. Let me control let me drive the boat.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's a good affliction for her.
Right. And it's not like it ain't like you not being a father to your child.
Right.
It ain't like you just not taking care of her. She ain't got to, you know what I mean? You just like, you know what, get out. You know what I mean?
And that's affliction. That's when the Lord, that's when she's gonna cry out to the Most High, like,
Right.
bro, this is hell that I'm living in because this guy don't like me, whatever the case may be.
Right.
He making me do this, he made me lick the bottom of his boot like a heathen.
Good
You
night.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then she gonna cry out to the Most High, and the Most High will check you for being wrong.
Right.
Right.
He can't check you for being right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
All right.
First.
What's on you?
Common concept.
Wax hot.
And my wrath shall wax hot,
Mm.
and I will kill you with the sword,
Mm.
and your wives shall be widows,
Mm-hmm.
and your children fatherless.
Good night.
The Lord will make that happen. You feel what I'm saying? That's why sinning or breaking the law or learning the law is important. You know what I'm
Damn
saying?
right.
Sinning and breaking the law is definitely important.
Damn right.
You do not want to be under the wrath of the Most High.
You definitely don't. Definitely don't.
I mean,
So don't be out there selling drugs and to the widows, man. You know what I mean?
right. That's what Biggie sold the girl,
the pregnant woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But then I guess he felt good when he saw her and she was still playing with the kid. You know, I guess he's like, I guess I'm all right now.
Salakia.
Nah, bro, you done.
Salakia.
That's
That's
right.
why his wife is widow and
His
children
son.
is fatherless.
Good night. Damn, ours. That's heavy as damn. That's heavy as hell. A lot of these men. Ooh, if I may, real quick. That's the reason why a lot of these drug dealers leave behind widows and fatherless children, man, because they are continuing that cycle.
Right.
You know what I mean? By doing that to their own people. You know what I mean? Selling drugs to these these fathers and things like that. You see what I'm saying? Turning them out where they just go on the street and die in the street. And then they leave behind their children. It's like, you know what? All right, you did that to them. I'm gonna make sure that it happens to you. Now you stuck in the prison cell, and now your child is fatherless. You know what I'm saying? That's justice.
I was gonna say that answers your question.
What's that?
Remember you asked
Who killed Biggie? Yeah, that's why.
There it is.
When I said who killed
That's
Biggie,
heavy.
Cap Soccer War said the Lord killed Biggie.
Right.
It's obvious. You feel what I'm saying? The
Come
Lord
on.
obviously killed Biggie, and we know why, because all of these laws he broke. But it's
Right.
not his fault. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's he didn't have a father either.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's our oppressor. It's the life we live.
Right.
You know what I mean, what can you say about it? So lock it. You got it, guys.
Common concept. Verse 25. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee,
Mm.
thou shalt not be to him as a usurer.
Mm.
A usurer is like a loan shark. You know what I mean? Somebody like that. Go ahead.
Neither shalt thou lay upon him usury.
Usury is like taxes or interest. Interest. That's the word. Interest. You know what I'm saying? You don't lay interest on a poor man. Like you got $1, yeah, I'll lend you $1. All right, bet. Yo, I gave you the $1 last week, man. You owe me $3. You know what I'm saying? That was 3 weeks ago. $1 a week. Oh, come on, that's wicked as hell.
Right.
The man is poor. You feel what I'm saying? The man doesn't have anything. And so the Lord trying to make sure you hold balance for a man that's poor and the man that's rich. If you got it, he should have it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for you to try to exploit a man that doesn't have it so you can further your riches is wicked. I mean, that's why we learning this laws.
Damn right.
Verse 26. If thou at all take thy neighbor's remnant to pledge, thou shalt deliver it unto him by that the he shall deliver it unto him by that the sun goeth down.
I promise you I'm gonna bring this back by the time I promise you I'm gonna bring it right back. You gotta have it back before the sun goes down. Go ahead.
For that is his covering only.
Mm-hmm. That is his covering only, not yours. Go ahead.
It is his remnant for his skin.
Mm-hmm. For his body. Go ahead.
Wherein shall he sleep?
Mm-hmm.
It shall come to pass when he cried unto me that I will hear, for I am gracious.
The Lord gave us a chance You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave us the opportunity to cry out to Him to make things right.
Right.
Because He's the orchestra. You know what I'm saying? And we think it's spooky. It's not spooky. Like you could say, damn, yo, oh my God, da, 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 and that person somebody run a red light and it's all over. You know what I'm saying? Right. The Lord runs everything. So, you know what I mean? All you gotta do is make sure you pray to the Most High and make sure you being righteous enough where you can pray to the Most High. Because what do he say about the sinner's prayer?
What is that?
The sinner's prayer is an abomination.
Right, Khan.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta make sure that we serving the Lord right, because if we're not sinning, or if we are sinning, we pray to the Most High, we won't hear it. Right. You know what I'm saying? All right. Anything else on that?
We go down to 28.
Down to 28? All right, we got the next verse.
I'm a constant. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people.
Revile. Look at that word revile up. So like it, Zarabakar. Look up the word revile. R-E-V-I-L-A. It's disgusting as hell. It's like the word violent.
Think it's in the Bible dictionary?
Nah, it's a regular word. R-E-V-I-L-A.
It's revile. It's to criticize in an abusive or angrily insulting manner.
So don't insult the Most High. Don't insult the powers. And they call it the gods here. Go back to the Hebrew.
Come on.
Back to the Hebrew. Go to 28.
All right.
Read the first line of 28.
Mala'athak. Wada ma'aik. La'a tha'akar. Bakawar. Banayak. Tathan. Maya.
So the gods should be powers.
Right.
So
I think that's Mala'athak.
Mala'athak, right, the messengers. The messengers. Mala'athak or Malakia. Mala'athak is the messengers. Mala'athak is the messengers. So the gods are the messengers, or the people that's why it's a lowercase gods. So it's not the powers, but the messengers. You know what I'm saying? So don't offend his messengers or his people, the people that bring you his information. Right? So if somebody come in and tell you what the Lord say to do, don't offend that man. You know what I'm saying? Or don't what's the word revile mean?
To aggressively.
The last word you said.
It's to criticize in an abusive or angrily insulting manner.
Insult that man. I mean, so break down on that. What you got?
That's the what?
That's the what?
Yeah.
Tell me.
We had about to hit 130. It's 121. We gotta get ready. Okay.
All right. So like, any more questions on that?
No questions in the chat. You know what I mean? Nothing looks like we all swapped there. Yep. All right. I mean, like the one part about the prayers that was heavy to me. That about the widows and the fatherless. You know what I'm saying? I think that was just so heavy to me that the Most High in any wise will make sure to hear the prayers. And like I think back when I hear things like that, I think about Egypt. You know what I'm saying? When we was in Egypt, our mothers had cried out. You know what I mean? And the Most High heard the cries of his children. And as a result, he then sent Moses, and it did a wondrous thing. So imagine what it's going to be. It has to be some type. I mean, because we in a harsh oppression right now, and our widows and our fatherless are crying out right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to come a time when our people finally do turn and face, you know what I mean, our land, and we come back to our law, statutes, commandments. And then guess what the oppressor is going to do? He's going to put more oppression on us. He's going to put more strain on us, just like they did our people, like Pharaoh did. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to get so harsh that we are then going to cry out to the Most High, and he is definitely going to come. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to. So when I hear this, you know what I mean? I never really thought about the reason why our hoods is the way they is, the reason why our brothers is the way, the reason why there's Crips and Bloods, the reason why all this is going on is because the continuous deadly cycle of how we mistreat the motherless and the fatherless and our widows. That's the drug game, man. That's the drug game. Throwing them in the jail, police, you know what I mean, committing these amendments and all types of things, making sure. I was watching this show Snowfall, you know what I mean, and it was getting to the part when it was like, yeah, you know what I mean, a small bit of rock is you get the same time for so much cocaine, you know what I'm saying, because cocaine is
pound versus gram.
A pound versus a gram, you know what I mean, because cocaine is our precious drug of choice. The rock is our drug of choice, you know what I mean. So they was like, you know what, we're gonna give them more time for just a gram. You know what I'm saying? That's you have something to say?
I was just thinking like how the Most High has such a intense value on being a man and being a righteous man.
Right.
You know, I was just thinking about like you know what I mean, like it's so heavy because just like you were saying, he's not doing this if you're motherless, he's doing it if you're fatherless. You know what I mean? So I was just thinking like
that's heavy.
That's heavy as hell, man. Because you don't hear the song say sometimes I feel like a fatherless child in the world. They say sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
The role of the mother is to
nurture, right?
You know but the role of the father is to further your knowledge.
Exactly.
Teach you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if your father ain't there to teach you, you lost. You lost.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Damn right.
To nurture you. And if I could, because of the topic, the first of all, LA is gang capital. The gang capital probably of the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It is. It's the gang capital of the world. The first recorded gang rivalry in LA was between Maravilla and Big Hazard, which is two Hispanic gangs.
Oh, wait.
That's the first recorded gang rivalry in Los Angeles.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's in East Los Angeles. I mean, Big Hazard was by Ramona Gardens, something like that, projects, and Maravilla was down in East Los Angeles. So the first recorded gang activity in Los Angeles was Hispanic brothers. You know what I mean? So let's give them the recognition. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not for being righteous, but for being there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And their coming together made the most sense because you know what I'm saying, East Los Angeles was always Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? And they tried to revolt first. You know what I mean? And that's where you got gang activity from.
Wow.
A lot of those Western states was Hispanic. It was Mexico.
Yeah, but I'm saying as far as Los Angeles, I think it was 1970 or 1960. The first gang war was two Hispanic gangs.
Right.
It wasn't black gangs.
Oh yeah. No,
after that, Crips and Bloods came.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't. I was just saying in general, like a few of those states over there on the West Coast. Before I forgot it, the particular treaty that they had that took over California, I think it was Las Vegas, or no, not Vegas, but Nevada, Arizona. That was all Mexico.
It was called the Mexican Session.
Yeah.
It was Los Angeles. I'm sorry, it was
South.
It was Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, California. The lower half of California, and I think part of the lower half of California. All of that was Mexico.
I thought it was the whole state of California.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, Colorado, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona was all Mexico.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But America, of course, they robbed everybody. But we could talk about all of that in class later on this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Heavy.
So,
heavy.
Some of these prayers.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Blow the jump.
Ahmad Diablo. Ahmad being stand.
All right, here we go. All right. Jeez.
It takes work, man. That don't take practice.
It ain't easy, man. It's not an easy thing.
All right. So,
How about some
the third.
Laya Sha'ala.
Laya Sha'ala. So,
It's a lot. All right. Must have been the one.
Must have been the one.
Hurt not the one. All right. If any man want to bless the Torah,
Sorry. How about Shimon Shah Brak? Yeah.
how about Simeon Shabrak? Yeah.
How you turn this camera? Dang.
It's supposed to follow, but I ain't put the Joan on this one.
Turn it around. Yeah. Stay a little bit to your right, or your left, so you can see it on the camera. What's on
Rock Yah by Sim Yah Rock Yah.
Yahweh,
Yah
by Hashem, Yahweh Shah,
Yahweh Shah,
Barak,
Barak.
Yah, which means Most High in the name of Christ bless me.
That's right.
Yah by Hashem Yah Shabrak Yah.
What's on first? That's hard. All right. Modules in the stand. When you have a done, you turn to face the east. No.
All right.
What's up? The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Simka.
Simka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakutha.
Malakutha.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazayah.
Ratazayah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawal.
Kawal.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Basamayim.
Bashamayim.
Latananaw.
Latananaw.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Cow.
Cow.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalak now.
Wasalak now.
Kabawaf now.
Kabawaf now.
Kasalak now.
Kasalak now.
Kabawaf now.
Kabawaf now.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabiya'ah now.
Tabiya'ah now.
Banasaya one.
Banasaya one.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashah now.
Hawashah now.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rad.
Rad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Waha'apara.
Waha'apara.
Wa'awalamyu.
Wa'awalamyu.
Amen.
Amen. In the English. Our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not.
Into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. It's a prayer for the power. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Baba Kashah.
Baba Kashah.
Latananaw.
Latananaw.
Hakah.
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 Larapa'ah.
Larapa'ah.
Kal Makalah.
Kal Makalah.
Wakal Madawa.
Kal Madawa.
Hakah.
Hakah.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakah.
Hakah.
Lahakwi.
Lahakwi.
Hamati.
Hamafi.
Hakah.
Hakah.
Al-Rakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatama Allah.
Hatamagah.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Tawada Aman.
In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
To heal all men to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. We pray to bless Israel. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Waya Sha'ala.
Waya Sha'ala.
Waya Bayasapari.
Wahaba Sapari.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Tawada Aman.
In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
In the school.
In the school.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'a,
Asha'a,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahoria,
Ahoria,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Izori,
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 Ma'ain,
Ma'ain,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayam,
Shamayam,
Wa'aratazah,
Wa'aratazah,
Ayathan,
Ayathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Al Yanawam,
Al Yanawam,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Hanala'a,
Hanala'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayasan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazal,
Tazal,
Al Yad,
Al Yad,
Yam Yanka,
Yam Yanka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashemash,
La'ayakaka,
Wa'ayakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Balayala,
Balayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamar,
Makal Rad,
Makal Ra,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Afna Paska,
Afna Pasha,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza Afka,
Taza Afka,
Waba Wa'aka,
Wabu Wa'aka,
Ma'aika,
Ma'aika,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
I'm a lump.
I will lump in English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From which cometh my help?
From which comes my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help comes from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber
shall neither slumber
nor sleep.
nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade
Upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve
from
thee
all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. All right, Psalms 83. Allahayim.
Allahayim.
Al Damayala
Al
Ka.
Damayalaka.
Al Thakarush.
Al Dakarash.
Wa Al Tashakwat.
Wa Al Dashakwat.
Al Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Our Yabya.
Our Yabya.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Yarayamu.
Yarayamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayata.
Wayanta.
Ya'ai
Ya Aitazawa.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amar.
Lakawa.
Lakal.
Wanakaki.
Wanakaki.
Magoya.
Magoy.
Wala Ayasakar.
Wala Ayasakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
I would die.
I would die.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Now what Aitazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Lekadwa.
Ayaka.
Alya.
Bayath.
Barya.
Yakarafwa.
Yakarafa.
Ahoya.
Ahoy.
Idawam.
Idawam.
Wayashimi Alia.
Wayashimi Alya.
Mawa Abba.
Mawa Abba.
Wahagari.
Mahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'aimawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'aimalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Amyashabya.
Amyashabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawa.
Labanya Larat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadian.
Kamadi.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kayabyan.
Kayabi.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kayashmu.
Kayashmu.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadu.
Bayanda Ara.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Gaman.
Gaman.
La'adma.
La'adma.
Sayatamba.
Shayatambu.
Nadayamuba.
Nadayamu.
Karab.
Kara.
Wakazaba.
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 Wakatazalmanai.
Wakatazalmanai.
Kal Nasiyakamba.
Kal Nasiyakamba.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amar.
Nayarashah.
Nayarashah.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahayam.
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 Sayatamba.
Shayatambu.
Kagaga.
Kagaga.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Raka.
Lapanya Raka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Saba Ira ya Ira.
Baba Ira ya Ira.
Wakalaba.
Wakalaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Tharadat.
Tharadat.
Basa Irika.
Basa Ira.
Wabasawa Pathka.
Wabasawa Pathka.
Saba Halam.
Saba Halam.
Mala'ah.
Ala'ah.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Wailawan.
Walawan.
Wayabakwash.
Wayabakwash.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabash.
Yabash.
Wayabahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Ayai.
Ayai.
Wayakapara.
Wayakapara.
Wayabad.
Wayabad.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya'atha.
Kaya'atha.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Alayawan.
Alayawan.
Al. Cal.
Cal.
Rakazah.
All right, Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O my power.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
thine
enemies,
make
a tumult.
And
they that hate thee, have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off. From being a nation. Let the name of Israel. Let the name of Israel. May be no more remembered. For they have consulted together. with one consent.
With one
They
consent.
are confederate against
They are
thee.
confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites.
Moab.
Moab.
Hagarenes.
Hagarenes.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Ammon.
Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also was joined with them.
Assur also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah. Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a red.
And like Zeed.
And like Zeed.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As Sabbath.
As Sabbath.
And as Zamunah.
And as Zamunah.
Who said?
Who said?
Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh.
The houses of Yahweh.
In possession.
In possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
As a stubble for the wind.
As the flame burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
And as the flame set up the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble.
In trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Sorry. Turn. Men of Israel. We'll give one courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakatah.
Dr. Matah. Sar. Turn. Men of Israel will get the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak.
Yahweh Shamar Alatham Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Which we most high in the name of Christ watch over you. Dr. Matah. That concludes the Sabbath service.
What's going on, sis? What's happening? We're bringing you down this neck of the woods.